Hey comic kids, Cash Cow back with another video. Today we're gonna do a champion spotlight on one of our favorite DC, able to possess you, former trampies, you know, superstar athlete, circus act, whatever. Deadman. That's what we're gonna do today. Alright? So with that being said, let's give a quick background on Deadman. He actually has another name that he was called before he met his ultimate demise, which is actually he was called Boston Brand. Excuse me. He was actually a former trapeze, kind of like the Flying Graysons. He was one of those. He was a former, trapeze circus act, and he was murdered by a guy named The Hook. The Hook actually worked for a higher, group past him, and they were called the Scavengers or something like that on that line. And the Hook was actually murdered before Deadman could actually get his justice. Kind of sucks, because I know he definitely wanted that, right? Now, I think it was maybe 2020. We were hearing reports that Deadman was supposed to basically be like Tales from the Crypt, and he was going to be the host or the narrator for a show that he would tell the stories of what these people went through in those times. That was 2020. It's 2022, almost 2023. So we haven't got any other reports that they're going to do anything with the Deadman character. Actually, if they were to do that, I would be very open to that. I would I think it'd be well received. I think it's a breath of fresh air. Tales from the Crypt was very popular back in the 90s. So I think DC doing their own version of it actually would help it a lot. I think so. Now, with that also being said, guys, you have to understand he has the ability to either fly or float. So he's basically like a ghost. Unless he possesses either an animal or human, he's pretty much a ghost. But he has the power of that. So he can fly, he can float. He has he has invisibility, because you can't really kill a ghost, like they're already dead, right? So he has that power. He can possess them, like I said, and he can, once he takes over their body, he can do whatever he wants to at that point. Now, also with that being said, guys, he's had series where he's teamed up with Batman, and he has some legendary stuff dealing with them. And so we're talking about Deadman, aka Boston Brand. I think I would really, really like to see that. Alright? I ain't gonna lie to you, I would like to see that. But I got a few comments I'm gonna show you guys. I think it's like 4. Now we also have, with that being said, with the 4 comments I'm gonna show you, we also have gotten speculation at times that they're bringing out Justice League Dark movie or a series, something on the line of that. If they don't do the Tales from the Crypt style that they were planning to do with Deadman, I feel like we're going to get a Justice League Dark either series or movie. I think if if they're actually focused on building their characters, I think the best way to do it is to start with a series. Put it on HBO Max, let it go, see what it does, see who the fans actually like character wise. Got quite a few of them in that. See what that goes and does. All right. With that being said, let's drop the first one. All right. We got Swamp Thing Annual number 2. This is the first unofficial cameo appearance of Justice League Dark. Now, remind you, like I just talked about, the speculation that we'll get Justice League Dark. And I think that'll be a breath of fresh air because as long as I've known, we've always dealt with just Justice League or Justice League International, or barely Justice League International. I think this is what we need. Being the fact that Sandman was successful on the Netflix series, I feel like that did pretty well. It got a lot of hype for the comics. I feel like that's perfect. I feel like now people are more well received and ready to open up the dark side of stuff. So they're willing to see a guy that can, possess, or he can be like turned into a skull or a demon creature or something. Like, people are ready for that. I mean, if you look at the cover, you see Deadman in the back. You see Swamp Thing. You see Etrigan the Demon. I feel like, and that's Zatanna. Yeah, you see her too. I feel like with those, we've got speculation that Zatanna will appear. We heard they briefly mention Swamp Thing in the Sandman series, and I was like, "Oh my God, are they gonna actually show him? Are they gonna show him? Are they gonna show him?" I was like, I was ready for that. I was like, "Come on, just show him, just show him." But hey, time, they can't really. I mean, the show Swamp Thing, you actually have to go into his origin story, and that's a lot. It is, as well. So, but I feel like Justice League Dark has a very good chance of being brought out. This is one of those comics that's gonna be sought after if they actually do bring it out. I mean, of course, you got your Justice League Dark number 1, and then you have Swamp Thing Volume 2, number 49. That's another unofficial cameo appearance, which also features Hellblazer. This is where I tie all this in, because if you have Hellblazer, which is John Constantine, I feel like is the glue that's gonna push all of this together, guys. So, I mean, if you have actually the Key Collectors comic app, then you know that they have said that Keanu Reeves is going to actually reprise his role as Constantine, so we're going to get a Constantine 2. Maybe they can explore that then. I think so. Like, the first one to me was perfect. I loved it. So we'll see how that goes, guys. Keep an eye out for those books. Right now, I feel like DC is the way to go, but hey, with that being said, guys, I want to take a special shout out. I want to say rest in peace to Neil Adams. He is the creator and the artist of Deadman. Passed away earlier this year, and he's very ahead of his time. Very influential artist, drawings, all of that. Like, he is very legendary, and I just want to say rest in peace to him. Condolences to his family, and just wanting to say that he left his mark in this world as a comic book artist. He will forever be known. Alright? Legendary Batman series, Deadman, like he's produced a lot of, he's put a lot of stuff out there that's actually withstood the test of time. Alright? With that being said, we got Strange Adventures number 207. This is actually the comic that he won an award for. This is the third appearance of Deadman, and they actually won the Alley Award for Best Cover in 1965, maybe 67. It was a while ago. But this issue actually got hot after he passed away, unfortunately, but that's the way the world works. This issue is actually highly sought after. I think this issue probably sells for more than the second appearance of Deadman. So hey, it is what it is. I respect it, but this is actually a very legendary cover of Deadman, alright? Try to snatch that one up. Right now it's kind of cheap, but if we finally get the confirmation that Deadman's going to appear, it's over. The first appearance, the third appearance, the first appearance of the team together, Justice League Dark. Yeah, forget it. Alright? With that being said, let's move on. We got Strange Adventures number 206. This is the second appearance of Deadman. Nothing else really extraordinary about it other than, yes, Neil Adams, of course. But it's also the second appearance of Deadman. If you can't afford the first appearance, go after this. Definitely go after the third appearance, because that, like I said, that's probably gonna be more valuable than the second appearance. Just throwing out something there for you guys. And last but not least, got Strange Adventures number 205. This is the first appearance of Deadman. This is the cream of the crop. This is where it's at. If you can get any comic and only one comic of Deadman, get this comic. This is his origin. This is his first appearance. All of that, guys. Alright? I really hope that DC is doing stuff the right way, and I just hope they get it together, because I really think they got a chance if they get it together. I think they have that window. Like, we'll see how the Black Adam movie is. I'm hoping that's good. Fingers crossed on that one. And we just keep hoping they rock out stuff that's solid. It'll force Marvel to actually, figure some stuff out and change their ways with that, guys. So, anybody that's actually just only rooting for Marvel, if you want to continue to see quality Marvel movies or TV shows on the streaming services, you should be rooting for DC as well. Because if DC is able to step up their game, it's going to make Marvel step up their game as well. So, in the end, we win all. We win both ways. If you're just a Marvel fan, if DC's pushing out good movies, Marvel's going to step up. You'll get good movies for Marvel. If you're a fan of DC, they finally get their stuff together, you're happy. If you're a fan of both, like myself, then hey, you know, it is what it is. Both companies doing their thing, you enjoy it, right? With that being said, guys, Cash Cow with another video. Take it easy.